Well, I'm sure I grabbed your attention, right? Micron giving $250 million to Trump. I did that on purpose. There is something to this. This is real and it's a good thing. So it's going to help a lot of people. So we're going to take a look at this here in just a minute. Thanks for giving me a few minutes. My name's Austin. Please hit that subscribe button if you are so interested and inclined to do so. And here is the reveal. Here's what's going on. So Micron made an announcement today that they are going to be donating $250 million from an investment standpoint into Trump accounts, which reaches 1 million children, families, and the future workforce. So this is a launching an employee matching and community seed funding, reinforcing Microsoft's broader U.S. investment and workplace development strategy. Okay, so in honor of the 250th anniversary, let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. There we go. Micron Technology announced the $250 million investment to increase long-term savings opportunities for children and families through Trump accounts, also known as 530A accounts. As part of this initiative, the company is launching an employee matching benefit for contributions up to $1,000. So if any employees inside of Micron donate, Micron's going to match up to $1,000 as well per child under 18. Additionally, Micron will provide a community benefit of a one-time $250 million seed deposit for children with Trump accounts where Micron operates in Idaho, New York, Virginia, California, Colorado, Minnesota, and Texas. This is part of a larger corporate commitment of its kind and expected to support up to 1 million children. Most of the funding will benefit children and families in communities where Micron operates, expanding long-term financial opportunities. This is actually a good thing. It's going to help a lot of people. Complements Micron's previous unannounced investment over $200 billion in U.S. memory manufacturing and R&D, creating over 90,000 U.S. jobs. Together, these investments reflect Micron's sustained commitment to strengthen the nation's semiconductor ecosystem and the workforce that supports it. What do you think about this? I want to hear from you. I want to hear your opinion. To me, look, regardless of your politics, however you feel on either side of the proverbial aisle, anything that helps families create savings accounts, that helps them do better financially, I think it's a good thing. And that's how I feel about it. Okay. This is not about politics. This is about the fact that Micron is making a pretty significant investment in the communities and the regions where they are operating. In addition to 90,000 jobs being created with the new fabrication facility. You guys know I cover Micron pretty much every day on my channel. I applaud this. I think this is pretty significant and a significant investment that ultimately its goal is to help young people and families to save and have more money to improve their lives. And that is a good thing as as far as I am concerned. Okay. And again, regardless of politics, right? Okay. So let's take a look at what's going on with Micron right now. As of the recording of this video, depending upon when you're watching it, Micron's pretty much been flat all day. It's up it's basically up $4, 0.35. We continue to see pretty decent movement. In the last month, we're only up 10%. So, hey, not a bad buy. As far as the month of June, pretty much been flat compared to, say, I don't know, 3 months, 239%. I don't know, 6 months, 300%. And, we all know 1 year, 850+%. Now, the overall market, as of the recording of this video, markets are not closed yet. Again, depending upon when you're watching this, NASDAQ's up 363, Dow's up 165, and Wall Street is set to close a banner quarter with a bang. Look, Micron is a massive part of this. Micron and the AI stock sector, specifically memory, SanDisk up 4,400% in the last year. Micron up whatever that number was, big one for the last year. We all know those numbers. In fact, now I got to go look again. Short-term memory is just going by the wayside, man. Gray hair here, right? Okay. 1 year, 850%. I was going to say that. Okay. Micron gave blistering reports. We all know that was massive. So there's a little bit of interesting stuff on the horizon here you need to be aware of. I'm assuming some type of a little bit of this, that SKHIX is set to start trading in the United States July 10th. That's going to be interesting because up until now, if you really wanted to get into the AI stock sector for memory and you lived in the United States, Micron was pretty much it. Yes, I know there's SanDisk, and I'm not dissing SanDisk. It's done better than Micron from a return on investment in the last 1 year. But SKHIX is going to create an interesting scenario. I think we might see some capital leave Micron. I think people might go, well, I'm just going to sell my Micron and go move it over to the SKHIX. I think you're going to see SKHIX create an interesting landscape for Micron. And I am not taking anything away from Micron. I'll come out with a video later talking about should you dump your Micron and go buy SKHIX. I'll do all that kind of stuff. But look, bottom line, I believe in both. I am going to buy SKHIX when it goes live on or thereabouts when it comes out on July 10th. It's not exact if it's going to be on July 10th or whatever it is. But look, we are all investors here, right? And I'm not tribal about my investments. I'm not a Micron maxi, if you will. I'm only investing in Micron. No, I believe in investing in any AI stock or tech stock that's going to give a good return. And I think SKHIX having access to that, because up until now it's been on the Korean exchanges, having access to that is a good thing. Okay. And so I did a video on it earlier today. You can check on my channel. It might be linked here somewhere right there towards the end of the video if you want to check that out. Talking about kind of SKHIX. Don't buy it on July 10th unless you know these things. So again, it will be right here if you want to go check that out. Towards the end of the video, there'll be a link to that. Go look at that, because there's some things need to know about that July 10th launch, and specifically things they're doing around the pricing of the SKHIX price per share here in the United States, all that kind of stuff. But long and short of it is, we are all AI stock investors, if you will. Well, we're all stock investors, but we're to talk about AI stocks specifically in this video. And I think that's a good thing. And again, not to take anything away from Micron, I think that they are fantastic, going to continue. I think they're going to continue to be the bellwether for memory, specifically AI memory, and everybody's going to look at them. And I think they will be the leader as always, just kind of like NVIDIA is for chips. And I do applaud this $250 million investment that reaches 1 million children, families, and future workforce. This is a good thing. I think it's really a great thing that they're doing. That's a lot of money, 250 million. And if it helps and reaches people and helps them, I'm all for that. That's why I really think this is important. And, I applaud Trump for creating this fund, right? The, what was it called? Trump, I think it was Trump Families, I think is what it was called. So blah, blah, blah. Where is it at? Trump accounts. My apologies. Trump accounts, also known as 530A accounts. I think it's just good. Okay. Most of these people probably don't have, access to really good things that'll help them get a leg up. And I like that. Okay. And I think that's important. I think that's important to note here. Okay. So thanks for giving me a few minutes. I appreciate you. What do you think about this? Drop in the comments below. Look, this is not about politics. This is not a Democrat versus Republican scenario. So try to keep politics out of it. Just think about it from, what do you think about Micron with this money helping children, families, future workforce? I think ultimately that's what this is about. That's how I look at it. And I applaud Micron for doing it. And I think we need to continue to have the dialogue around this July 10th thing, SKHIX, because that is a big thing. And I'm going to be talking about that for a while. And I think it's something that we all need to be aware of and have a continuing dialogue about. So if you like what I did for you in this video, give me a subscribe. Appreciate you. Like the video, and I'll see you down the road. Take care.